Well,
welcome back to Cooking with Chef Toad. I'm your host, Chef Toad, and this is my assistant Yoshi. And this time we're gonna do something a little bit different.
so what kind of different thing are we making today?
Well, my friend, today we're making a special sweetbread called Conchas. And if you don't know what Conchas are, you're pretty stupid.
I guess that's what I am.
Okay, to the people that don't know, because they are that, Conchas is a traditional Mexican sweetbread that get their name from their round shape, their seashell-like appearance, and it consists of two parts: the sweetened bread roll and the crunchy topping composed of sugar, butter, and flour. That's my favorite part. And it usually comes with 4 colors. They're usually white, brown, yellow, and pink. My favorite one's the purple.
So you got that on the top of your head?
What do you mean? I was using Wikipedia. Okay, so if you haven't noticed, this is my first assistant, Yoshi, Chef Yoshi. And here are my other assistants. The babies are back. And we got a new recruit, Baby Toad. You guys didn't know, this is my son, and that's, there he is. And that's Yoshi's son.
Hi, how are you doing?
The babies are back, and our other assistants. We have Frog from the last episode,
What's up?
Poochie and Polter Pup, Goomba,
Hi.
Koopa, and Yellow My Boo.
Hello there.
As I said recently, the Mexican bread conchas consists of 2 parts, the bread and the sweet good stuff. So I'll let Baby Peach and Luma say the ingredients for each and every one of them.
Thank you, Chef Toad. And the ingredients that you'll need are 3 cups of flour, powdered milk, then 2/3 cups of sugar, 1/2 of a spoonful of salt. And you'll need 2 spoonfuls of instant yeast, 4 ounces of butter, 1/2 cup of warm, not hot, milk. And last but not least, to mix. Hey, wait a minute. The things you'll need for the top part, the sugary, you'll need 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 1/2 cup of flour, 3 ounces of butter, and food coloring any choice you like. We used blue, yellow, green, and red.
Now let's get started! To begin with the bread, we must use these ingredients first. We must pour the instant yeast inside the milk. And then we must have 1 spoon of sugar and pour it into the milk. Fun fact! Did you know that yeast are actually living cells? Like all of us have living cells in our body!
I'm dead inside. There we go.
Now for the 1 spoon. There we go. Now it's sweet. The reason why we're mixing this milk with the yeast so that we can let it grow. The yeast will help the milk to make it grow. Like that. Mixy mix mix. Mix mixy mix. Mix mixy mix. It's mixy. Mixy mix mix. Mixy mix mix!
Okay, our next step is to dump all the flour onto the table. So who wants to do the honors?
Oh, please, allow us. I'm gonna pour it all. I'm making a mess. I'm a Waluigi. Now that's what I call a mess, right, Waluigi? Oh yeah, it's a good mess.
Okay, now you'll have to make a well in the flour to put all of the other ingredients inside the well.
You're right, it does look like a donut.
I'm turning on the lights. It's getting really dark in here. As you can see, the yeast is making the milk grow.
Now you have to put this in there and kind of makes like a bubble bath. Oh no, it's overflowing.
If you remember from last time in the other video of the apple pie, you remember that I brutally murdered an innocent egg. Well, now this time, I'm brutally murdering 4 eggs instead of 1 for this recipe. Well, let's get to it. Now the other 3. I now hit all the bodies.
That's it, Yoshi. Keep cracking those eggs. Haha. Alright, now I'm gonna deal with all this stuff. A survivor! There we go.
As you can see, we're still mixing the dough. Now we must have another ingredient to this. And there's our butter. Now mix the butter. And we must add the salt. Oh, now it's salty. Now we're gonna add the sugar to the dough. And the reason I'm gonna add, because I'm the sweetest and kindest person in this cooking show.
Sure.
Let's go! I did a good job, right, Luigi?
Sure, Mario. Sure you did.
Oh.
If you're wondering why I'm doing the dough now, it's because Baby Bowser just quit on it. He got really tired of doing this work, so now it's my turn.
This looks like flour, but it isn't. It's powdered milk. And I know it doesn't look like milk because I usually like to eat milk and cookies. And this wouldn't look like a good milk and cookie substitute. But this is good for this recipe. So we must use it. There we go.
Now I know what you're thinking. Frog, where have you been? You haven't been in this video yet. Where have you been? Well, I'm here now, so calm down. And I know what else you're looking for. Frog, this recipe looks like it's ruined. You've ruined it. You've ruined it. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not because it's forgetting one more thing. And I'm gonna go get that missing thing. Where's the missing ingredient? Where's the missing ingredient? Where's the missing ingredient?
A few moments later.
There we go, we're live.
It's okay, Frog. It's alright.
My apologies, everyone. During the filming, Frog was freaking out for the missing ingredient, for the missing step, thus hitting the camera and disconnecting it. He said the missing ingredient was love. How about that? So I'll tell you what we forgot to film. The dough was still not finished. We had to add more flour and apply it to the dough so it can be at a good consistency. Then we put the prepared dough into a greased bowl with oil. We put it in there so the dough won't stick to the bowl. Then we covered the bowl with plastic wrap or a clean kitchen towel. Then take the bowl to a warm spot and leave it in there for 2 hours. 2 hours? Dang, that's a long time. 2 hours later, your dough should be fully risen. That is all. I'm Koopa Troopa.
Is he okay, Frog? I think so.
The dough's inside here. Now I'm gonna do a magic trick. Voila! It has risen. It's magnificent. It's beautiful. It's ravishing. It's tantalizing. It makes me speechless. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. But we don't need it. It is now time for the sweet stuff.
Now we must sift both powdered sugar and flour.
Looks like a white powdered mountain. Now we must dump this butter inside there. Yellow, I kind of ruined your white powdered mountain. But I mean, it looks kind of like gold. You ruined my powdered white mountain. How could you? This is outrageous. This is unacceptable. This is irresponsible. This is something. No. This is terrible. But this is for Conchas. Okay, it's for Conchas. Let's go.
Okay, after all that weirdness, now we have to mold both of these things. Molding together, it finally becomes this white dough.
Alright, now that we have the sweet stuff for the conchas, now it's time to choose the many different colors that we have. So, what colors do you guys want?
Yoshi, I'm talking here. Okay, so what colors do you guys want?
Indigo!
Mario's dying on the
It has to be a bright green or light green.
Macaroni with chicken nuggets!
Oh, whoa, hold on. We don't have all the colors. And I don't even think some of those were colors.
Yeah, none of those really weren't colors. The colors we do have, we have green, yellow, red, and blue. Now we're gonna stick with the traditional white. So, now we might mix a blend of colors to make different ones. I'll see how it goes.
Alright, so I was able to get all the remaining sweet parts and make it into small balls. And if you're gonna ask how I did that, I honestly don't know either. So, we're gonna make this ball red, this ball green, this ball yellow, this ball blue, this ball pure white, has its originality, and this one, we're planning to do purple.
You must add 1 drop per dough. There we go. Now that all your doughs are filled with complete colors, with red, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pure white, put them all in separate bags of each color and put them in the fridge.
We'll keep them here for the coolness. Now with the bowl of dough that I had previously encountered, which I had problems with before, now it's time to dump it into the table so that we can make it into smaller miniature versions of balls. Now let's begin like so. This might take a while. I finally took it out. Now let's make the miniature version of balls.
Now that we finished our miniature dough balls, now we have to put them in the silver trays. Now that you put all your balls on each of the trays and you try to flatten them, now it's time to put the sweet stuff. Let's get to it.
So I made one for an example. I'm going to show you how to make one. So you first get the whatever color that you're using in your hand, roll it up, flatten down a little bit, a tiny bit. Then you put it on the bread. And whatever left, you just have to kind of expand it. And if you don't like that, just kind of tap. Then with my knife, I'm just going to use a butter knife. Just can't use a real knife. I'm bigly. I make some little lines. And there we go. So now we have to do some specific thing on. So now you have any color you like. And I like this color, my favorite. So just pat it, and just place it on top. And just press it down. And get a knife. It's the smallest knife I found. And then you just put it on any design you like. So that's pretty. Okay, so this is your Mickey. Okay, so that's it.
And now we finished with all our conchas, all in the different separate colors. And now that we're done making the conchas and preparing them, now we put them in the oven for 355 degrees for 20 minutes.
Now pups, the conchas are still baking, so you still have to wait a little bit. I know. Alright, come on, let's go.
And because they're finally baked, they're finally finished, and you can set them up on the table. Alright everyone, we finally finished! Yay!
Yay!
Finally.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Freedom!
Awesome.
Marvelous!
We did it.
Yeah. I did all of the hard work.
We finally finished making all the conchas, and we also made one that kind of looks like the Incredible Hulk. And now I'll let Princess Peach and Luma say the final words.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Super Mario 134 and the Ultimate Yoshi Dragon. Bye. Bye.
Smash!